Everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. Today we are starting out S&P's down 550, Dow down 34, Nasdaq down 22, Russell down 13. Gold's up a little bit. Kind of seeing what's going on here. If you're here right now, say word up in the chat. Hit the like button. Definitely appreciate it. Just getting going, seeing what it do. We had quite a bit of earnings last night. And this morning. So last night we had Zoom, Neo, Clover, Lemonade, Novavax, Target. This morning, Kohl's. Yo, Jonathan, what's going on? So, we'll see what's going on. So, Zoom. We'll start out with Zoom. Oh, it's really loud. My computer is buzzing over here for some reason. I think I have to replace the fan. It just is like zzz, rather annoying. Zoom beat, currently up right now. They had EPS coming in at $1.22 versus 79 cents expected. Revenue was at $882 million versus $811. Expected revenue growth grew 369 year over year, 369%. So, and they gave some good guidance. Yo, Red Dust, what's going on? So Zoom, I'm gonna maybe look for a trade in here today. Right now, came up to 458, hitting 441 right now. Just kind of chilling right in here. Did get rejected around the 450 zone for Zoom. So we'll see. We'll see what happens up in this area. I mean, it could come back down. I mean, the 400, 390 area is support. We do have the 50-day at 386. 10 days currently at 402. So it's going to be... It looks interesting here. It looks interesting. Can it pop? Can it pop? That's the question. Yeah, I mean we're getting into some. I would say like right now, Red Dust. We're getting into some more difficult trading. It's kind of a different. It's a different atmosphere. I mean, if you're looking at SPY, right, or Qs. Let's look at SPY, right. I mean, I don't think it's a bull trap. I mean, look at the 200 days rising, 50 days rising, 10 days kind of going up and down. And right now, what it looks like to me, right in here is just a lot of chop. So we're not going up, we're not going down. We're just chopping back and forth right now. It's kind of for me. I mean, what do you guys think? Is that what you see too? Because it kind of just feels like we're just chopping up and down. We're touching the upper end, coming back down, touching the upper end. Now the question is, are we going to come back down today? I mean, right now futures are kind of coming back break even. They were down a little bit more, as you can see here. SPY this morning was down 386, now back up to 389. So we are getting some good movement. But the question is, are we staying in this range or are we popping out? I think there were some scary times, but this chart is not scary at all. I mean, if you're looking at, let's look over the last. I would say what was scarier, if we look at back in September and October, this right here was way scarier than what we're doing right now. I mean, do you agree? Not agree? But I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is just like right now we're just popping back and forth. Yo, man, child, what's going on? But I think back in September, October, this was way scarier than anything that we're going through right now. Like right now, it doesn't seem so bad. Qs on the other hand, let's take a look at Qs. Qs, I mean, I would say let's go back into Qs got pretty scary, I would say, right? Nasdaq pretty scary. I mean, we went from 338 down to 310. I mean, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. Now, back in September, it went from 303 down to 270. So, I mean, this was a bigger drop, but this was almost it was about 2/3 of the size of this drop, and then we kind of came back up. So, I would anticipate, like, in a bull market that we're going to have these shakeouts like this, right? And I feel like that as the vaccine goes, I mean, if we look at, let me look at the, it's been a while. Let me pull this up here. Let me pull this up quick. I mean, if we're looking at the kind of what was scary, I mean, we popped up November. We popped way up, 10,000 cases, new cases a day. You know, we're back down to here, which is where we were back over the summer. So, I mean, I think that as the vaccine rolls out, things open up. If the numbers keep going down, I mean, I think there's only probably good news ahead, except for some of the tech companies. It's just the choppiness hurts P&L because if you roll, you're always getting hit, and if you raise cash, you feel like it's not enough. Yeah, I get it. I get it, man. Dorian, what's going on? Faiz, if you're just joining, say what up. You guys, you do me a favor, hit the like button. Work. Let's see here. So work is not, I don't think is really going to be going anywhere here, due to the acquisition. So we'll see what happens with it. Yo, Gregory, what's going on? Here, let's see. I don't really follow. Is that Turtle Beach? Yeah. Turtle Beach. Let's see. When do they have? Do they have earnings? Oh, they don't have earnings till March 4th. But I mean, last earnings, they got a little pop and then it cratered. Same thing. Last earnings got a pop and then it cratered. Then the earnings before that got a pop and then it cratered. So I would think maybe it's gonna pop and crater, but it might be that one time that it like just doesn't, you know. Neo had earnings last night, and yeah. So Neo, they said that they're gonna the global chip shortage is going to hit electric car production. A shortage in semiconductors and batteries will cut its production capacity in the second quarter to 7,500 vehicles a month, down from 10,000. Despite the Lunar New Year holiday last month, NIO delivered more than 2 times more electric cars in China than fellow startup, how do you say it, Zipeng? Shares of New York listed NIO fell 4%. What was the... Lee said he expects manufacturing can increase again in July for a total annual production of 150,000 vehicles under one work shift, with the potential to double nearly by early 2022 to 300 units a year. So NIO, I mean, I think NIO, any major dip for NIO probably gonna get bought. Like NIO, I mean, NIO's strong. NIO is strong. Despite competition from Tesla, NIO remained ahead of its startup rivals in terms of vehicle sales. Let's see here. Where does it have? Doesn't have EPS in here. Oh, here it is. 0.93 won, 14 cents a year, greater than 39 cent won per loss a share. So yeah, I mean, I think the only thing about NIO that's taking the hit right now is due to them saying they're decreasing. They're gonna have to decrease production. I think that's the only reason why it's down. Honestly, not that bad. It could be way worse. I mean, it's at 46.40. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I think Man, child, I know you're looking for the 35 area, but I think it holds 40. I think it holds 40. We'll see though. We'll see. I don't see a lot of fear. I think there's only opportunity here. CW, what's going on? I think there's just opportunity. Buy 100 shares, hang on. You know? Buy 100 shares and hang on. Target had earnings this morning, so Target's up a little bit. It's up about 330. What was the expected move on this? Expected move for this week's $8, so they moved 3. So let's see here. Target EPS came in at 267 versus 254. Revenue at 28.3 billion versus 27.48. So the e-commerce offering, yeah, I mean, we all knew this. So, I mean, I think Target held on. Target held on the last couple of days. I mean, it's been coming down from 195, but it might make another run to 200. It might. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it do. And the market is pre-market right now is kind of bouncing back and forth. Let's look at these futures here. Yeah, last night, man, this is some crazy movement in the Nasdaq. Like, this moved down to the 13,150 area. Now it's almost back up to 13,300. Man, that's crazy. Let's see, what did the S&Ps do last night? Man, S&Ps came down to 3870, 3865. Now back up to 3895. Touching 3,900. That's messed up. That's messed up. So Square, let me get you. Yeah, so Square, I mean, this is exceptional. I mean, it hit a low of 217 2 days ago. Now it's at 250. So what happened is they're creating a financial charter or their own bank to give out loans to small businesses. So Square Financial Services is an independent governed subsidiary of Square Inc. headquartered in Salt Lake City. Primary purpose will be to offer business loan and deposit products, beginning with underwriting and originating business loans for Square Capital's existing lending product. Moving forward, Square Financial Services will be the primary provider of financing for Square sellers across the U.S. So they're gonna be a bank. So I mean, that's big because they can make a lot of money. They can make a lot of money on loans. They can make a lot of money on loans. I mean, obviously it's going all-time highs. I mean, it's out of here. It's let's see here. I mean, the biggest thing that I've noticed when trading Square is the shakeouts are very real. Very real. Very real. So, buy the dips. Don't buy the rips. Buy the dips. Buy the dips on Square. That's all. That's my only recommendation. Buy the dips on Square. Don't buy the rips, because the rips, it hurts. It hurts when it goes down from 240 down to 200, or 240 down to sub 200, or from 280 to sub 220. I mean, that hurts. That hurts, right? You're buying here, falls down. I think the lesson we can learn: buy the dips on Square. That's all you can do. Buy the dips. When it seems like it's hurting, buy. And just learn its personality. I mean, even like if you look at kind of like the RSI here, which I don't normally follow, but looking at RSI, I mean, every time it's dipped down to like the 40 level, got bought back up. So I'll buy the next dip on. I'll buy the next dip on Square. Yeah, except for CVS, like John says, don't buy the dip. Buy the dip. Let me be clear. Buy the dip on growth stocks. CVS not a growth stock. FUBO. So let's see here. Man, this is ripping up after hours here. Pre-market. Yeah, I mean it was a good setup. I guess the question, the hardest part about this chart was it going to break above this resistance, and it is right now. So I mean, this could be a good momentum trade. I mean, looking at, let's see here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Was there news on this? They're gonna have earnings. Earnings are today. So it looks like it's taking a pre-earning run here. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. $6 move. Premium was a little rich, but it's 190% IV. But I mean, there might be opportunity here today. I mean, depending on what this does. Any good options to hold till tomorrow or a later date? I mean, kind of going through it right now. I mean, what I'm looking for right now is kind of just, kind of my morning routine, and kind of what I do with you guys is I just kind of scan the market and look for opportunities and look for kind of momentum plays and see, like Manchild pointed out, this is a good, FUBU is probably going to be a good momentum play. Now, if you're not that good at day trading, momentum plays probably not for you. Look for good setups in like Square. I mean, I think Square is good, but I think I'd want it to dip a little bit. But we might not get the dip on Square because of the news and because it just sold off a ton. So sometimes trading just kind of sucks like that. It's like, man, it was a good opportunity, but now if I go in, I have a high probability of getting my face ripped off. And what you don't want in trading is a high probability of getting your face ripped off. You want a high probability of making money, not a high probability of getting your face ripped off, right? FUT, I've been looking at FUTU. Any thoughts on earnings after the 17th? Let's see here. FUTU. Yeah, I mean, I would just wait. I mean, obviously it looks pretty good, but I would wait till earnings come out. March 17th, I would just wait personally, because you don't know what they're going to report. Now, if you want to buy stock, that's different. Options, you have a high probability of losing through earnings. So that's kind of the. I mean, it sucks, but that's the situation. Let's see here. Let me see what stocks are moving this morning. RKT. So I think there was some stuff coming out on RKT with Reddit. Got some clove stock Castilian, man. I got my own clove problems. Man, I got my own clove problems. oh yeah, we should cover clove. RKT's up pretty big pre-market. It did touch 28.58, came down to 27.50. So there's opportunity here for there's an opportunity here for RKT, I think, that we can play the highs here. However, we know if Reddit is kind of behind it, then it probably is not going to last. So, I mean, you kind of got to be careful who you're getting in bed with, you know. That's all. That's all I gotta say with RKT. I mean, it's just like another mover like yesterday. Another big mover, SOS. SOS moved big yesterday. This one's coming back up. I mean, this is more of a kind of like a penny stock play. But SOS, I mean, they do have weekly options. SOS, I mean, was up 15% yesterday. It's up pretty big again here. So this thing is moving. So it might be, I mean, I don't know. I might look at buying some shares of this and kind of flipping it today. But I mean, for day trading, like what they did yesterday, I think that, I mean, obviously like stocks like Apple, Facebook, I mean, did pretty well on Facebook yesterday. What's going on here? Facebook yesterday, I think, I mean, this was a pretty clean break. The thing is, yesterday, things were moving a little bit on the slower end. They were going up pretty big, but they were going on the slower end. Now futures just turned green here. S&Ps are up 50 cents, Dow's up 6, NASDAQ up 9. So that's kind of a turn of events here. But Facebook has been a very good trade. Like buying sub 260 has been a good trade in this chop. Now it hasn't cleared. I mean, it really needs to break this 267 level to get out of here, and 270. But buying sub 260 Facebook has been paying out pretty much every time. As long as you sell. As long as you sell, it'll pay out. At least it has been for me. So I've been having a lot of success with Facebook over the last week or so. Just buying low 260 or sub 260, selling these spikes. Now, I will admit I sold the first spike here when I went from 258 to 262. I sold that, and I didn't get back in. Definitely wish I got back in for the second leg, but hey, it is what it is. But Facebook, I think, looking good around here. I don't know about Snapchat. You know, Twitter, I don't know about either. Snapchat overall is kind of scary. Look at these mornings, just straight down and then up, straight down and then up, and then took all day. Like, that's why I don't like trading. Like AMD does the same exact setup here. AMD will do the same thing it'll just rip down. I mean, look at AMD. AMD same. I mean, even yesterday when we had an enormous gap up right at the open, it just sold straight off. I mean, right at the open, AMD just came straight down from 85 down to 84, and then took all day to get back up there. Like, I think that's what's frustrating with stocks like AMD. AMD, excuse me. Waiting for PLTR to make a move. Looks like a lot of accumulation lately. Not just Kathy have been adding to my calls. Let's see. PLTR. Yeah, PLTR. I mean, right here. Question is, how long is it going to continue for? I mean, volume rather pretty decent up in here. But how long is it going to accumulate for? And that's crazy. That's crazy that the futures just turned green like that. Let's see here if we can... Still holding my naked put on AMD. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would want to be short down in here, but I mean, a lot of times AMD will pop way up. When it goes, I mean, it touched these lows. I mean, it actually went sub 80 and popped back up. Yeah, I mean, AMD I hate the morning flushes on it. I just hate the morning flushes on AMD. It's a good stock to trade. It moves around a lot. But the morning flushes, maybe just buy the morning flush. Just buy the morning flush. That's all you can do. Man. Every big drop lately in the market ripped into open. Be careful. Yeah, I mean I think we're gonna see some exciting things here. Apple was pretty exciting yesterday. I mean, all day ripping back up to 128. Now Apple, I mean, still not in the clear. Nice that it bounced here at 120, but not. I would say it's not in the clear. What I don't like to see, as you can see here, if I move in here, I don't like to see. You don't like to see like the 50-day leveling out, because when it levels out, it could start curling down, which means the average is going down. I mean, look at what happened on the 10-day average coming down. Now the 50-day for me, if the average starts curling down a little bit more, I mean, not good, not good. But look what they did to implied volatility here yesterday. And this is why some people chose to trade stocks over options yesterday, because implied volatility right here got way crushed yesterday. Look at that. Came all the way down here. So even if you were in the right, you might have been losing money on those contracts just because the implied volatility came, very, very low. I mean, implied volatility on Apple, I mean, we're at 35% across the board, 35 to 39% across the board here. So, I mean, that's the thing about options. Like, you don't know when they're going to crush premium, and you don't want to be too far out of the money when they do crush premium if you're buying premium. Now, if you're a premium seller, man, you may bank, right? But if you bought premium yesterday, implied volatility got obliterated. Yo, Daniel, what's up, man? How you doing? Market's opening up in 2 minutes. Looks like they're trying to do a little pump pre-market. Roku. There was news about Roku this morning. Roku is buying Nielsen's digital advertising business for an undisclosed amount, allowing it to offer more targeted ads on its streaming platform. So just so you know, Roku's buying Nielsen's digital ad business. Hanging on by a thread. Yeah, man, like, it's intense. It's trading's been intense, and that's why, like, for me, what I've been doing is just kind of been flipping a few contracts a day and just kind of taking it easy, not going too hard, scaling back a little bit. Now, I am in Alibaba, which I wish it would go up. Clove had earnings as well. They popped up to 1150 and now back down to the lows. I mean, this is crazy. And they had a good day. Clove had a good day yesterday. And then they popped to 1150 and came straight down. I mean, this is not good. Not good. Sub 10 is not good for Clove. I'll tell you that much right now. Only thing can help me right now, implied volatility crush. Because I'm short naked puts that are deep in the money. We'll see. I mean, I might have to roll again. As long as I can roll for a credit, I'll keep rolling it. As long as I can roll for a credit, I'll keep rolling it, and kind of going down that route. But bad news is I'm stuck in this trade for undisclosed amount of time. I mean, it's crazy. What is, let's see what Lululemon. So I have a trade on for Lululemon right now. Lululemon, nice consolidation around 315. So not bad. Not bad. So I don't mind Lululemon consolidating around 315. Because I'm short premium at 315. I mean, I don't like to ride that close. But yeah, for Clove, Daniel, I'm probably gonna have to take the shares. So, I mean, the amount of credit I received on Clove. Let's do the math here on Clove. So far I've taken in. So I'm short. Let me do the math. I'm short 2 naked puts. I'm short 2 naked puts, 15 strike. I got a 236 credit the first time, and then I got another $2 credit. So 338. So 15 minus 338. So if I get assigned shares, my average is going to be 1162. So it's probably in my best interest to get assigned or roll for another credit. So either I can roll for another credit, which I still can. I can roll to April for only 10-cent credit though. So not great, but still a credit. I can roll for another credit, or I can get assigned shares. My average on Clove will be 1162, which, I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. So then I own 200 shares at 1162 average. So we'll see. I mean, we'll keep rolling for credits if it makes sense. I just don't know. I mean, this is not good. It's not good down in here. It is not good down in here. All right, I'm getting chopped up a little bit here today. So Neo, now don't swing. This is a good example. Don't swing calls through earnings, because now Neo's down bad. Neo's down. Man, Apple's falling straight down. 128.60 down to 1. Man, just right out the gate, getting shredded. Yeah, AMD's coming straight down. Yeah, it's kind of a tough day here so far. I mean, S&Ps are just down, or break even. Dow's only up 23, Nasdaq down 12, but it feels like it's a lot more. Boeing getting shredded right now. Straight down. I mean, just straight down. Banks are doing. I mean, Goldman Sachs. I don't know. That was weird. Goldman Sachs has actually been performing very, very well. I mean, yesterday it was up like 10. Today it's up another couple points. Man, they're laying into Apple right now. Pretty hard. Wow. What's Facebook doing? I mean, not doing bad, but they're laying into Apple there. Man, today's going to be interesting. See, Netflix is up a tad here. Baidu is up a little bit here, but it doesn't look strong. Whoa, CRM back down to 218. Man, earnings came from 240 down to 218. Interesting. So we'll see what happens here, guys. Anyways, I don't know. There's a lot going on here. I'm gonna go see what's going on over here. I'm gonna actually take off here. Kind of see what happens with this flush. I mean, you guys stay safe, stay green today. It's us versus herd.